Anyway, so he told us we're warring against principalities and rulers and powers of darkness that are unseen. And that's what our weaponry is for unseen things. And our biggest is faith. And faith and righteousness and salvation and truth. And readiness to give the gospel. So that's what I'm talking about. And so these principalities, spiritual darkness in high places, we best keep them off and at bay by putting on our armor of God. Not leaving it in a drawer like an old book or an old pair of pants that we don't like or we know about but we don't think about and we don't constantly keep in the forefront of our mind or on. And these ward off the schemes of the devil. That's what it actually says in Ephesians 6. And these are, we all know them, but the helmet of salvation, putting on salvation, put salvation on our head, on our mind, and keeping it there, not out of mind. And then the breastplate of righteousness, that what's under our heart, what's under our breast, but our heart, and it's to keep our self clothed in righteousness, always remembering that we are righteous by his blood, and it is no longer us that lives in us under our breastplate, but him that lives in us. And not on our efforts are we striving every day to be righteous, but it's already done. We're already righteous according to God. And the belt of truth that holds our shirt or our robe or our dress of righteousness on, it holds it in place because it's truth. The belt of truth. And it's true that we're righteous. And our shoes of readiness, readiness to share the gospel, which is the interpretation or the meaning of all this armor, is the gospel, right? So when we put on our shoes of readiness, it's like being willing to explain what it is that makes us different. Why are we handling things different? It's the the shoes of readiness is our readiness to give an answer for the light that is in us, for the hope that is in us. Like, what is it? So that's what we put our shoes on for, to be ready to go places, tell people stuff. And then lastly, but like I said, most importantly, probably the shield of faith. It shields us from stuff. So like, I'm shielded from you. And you can't touch me if I have, like, if I'm like this, you can't touch my eyes with anything because this is in the way. Or my eyes are guarded, they can't see anything behind this. So same with an umbrella. It's there to shield us from the rain. Well, we can't be shielded if we're not using our faith. Faith is the evidence of things not seen. Well, its evidence is stuff you can see, right? And it's actually a tangible item. So like, faith is your tangible barrier from all these lies from the enemy. The shield against the very lies that are against faith in God through Christ Jesus. Our faith in God through Christ Jesus keeps us from lies that are just so out there. It's like, if we believe that God is God and he saved us and we know that because we know him personally, then he gives us that shield, and that shield is our faith. And that's what Abraham had from even when things were hard, like the Sodom and Gomorrah thing. He had the faith in God that it would turn out okay, and he even had the faith to talk to God and argue God about how many he would not blow up the city for, if there was even 10, you know. So Abraham had that faith enough that God wasn't going to blow him away for talking to him that way, even though he still did have respect at the same time. So anyway, God bless you, and I hope you seek him in everything you say, think, and do, and are. Be blessed. Faith, a faith girl.